is my review for Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Red Alert. I've been looking forward to this figure ever since they announced it, simply because Red Alert is one of my favorite G1 characters. He's definitely my favorite Season 2 character next to Trax, which I mentioned in my Reveal the Shield Trax review. I do think that it's kind of funny that a lot of people hate the Red Alert character because he whines and complains and just moans about how everybody hates him. But I personally find that hysterical, especially seeing as, you know, he's supposed to be the chief security officer, so you'd think he would be, you know, very, very serious and very, you know, oh, I have to take my job seriously, but instead he whines and complains about it, and I find that funny. I also do like the fact that he's just absolutely paranoid, which does have its uses, but is also annoying to the other Autobots, and I really, really like that aspect of him. Anyway, as you can see, he's a repaint of the Universe Sideswipe and Sunstreaker mold from a couple of years back. He does have the engine that Sideswipe and Sunstreaker both had. I'm going to take it off and just leave it off for the rest of this review because it, with the light bar right here, you can't store it in robot mode. You can, if you want, clip it to this pistol down here, but on mine it fits very, very loosely, and that's probably just a quality control thing, but it can't fit on mine, so I might as well just take it off and leave it off for the rest of this review, seeing as that's all I've said, all I can say about it. And also, the Red Alert character and toy never had that engine, so this is more accurate to the G1 cartoon and toy anyway. Anyway, not much to say about him in robot mode. He does have Fire Rescue written on both the hood and doors. I could have sworn on the Henkei version that it had Fire Chief written on it, but oh well, what are you gonna do? I also do find it kind of funny that, you know, it totally makes sense for a fire station to have a Lamborghini Countach as one of their rescue vehicles, because my fire station right down the street has a Lamborghini Countach, a Ferrari, a Viper, a Corvette Stingray, and a whole myriad of other expensive cars. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I think it's kind of always been a mystery just what kind of fire station would afford a Lamborghini Countach as a rescue vehicle. But anyway, not much to say about in terms of features. It does roll fairly well. It does have the new light bar, which is the same as the Universe Prowl figure, and that's about it. Transformation, what you want to go ahead and do is you want to grab the wheels. You want to tug on this and get it forward, like so. Then you want to go down here. You want to take this gun piece. I did chrome up the gun, as you can tell, just to differentiate it a little bit more from the Universe Sideswipe and Sunstreaker figures that I own. Anyway, then you want to go ahead and split this piece. First off, you want to rotate these pieces off to the side, like so. Then you want to bring them down. Then you want to take this red piece right here and you want to push on it, and that'll free up his foot. Then you want to rotate it around, bring it down and rotate it around. Do the same on this side, push on the red piece, rotate this foot down, rotate it around, and there you have his legs. Then you want to rotate this whole assembly 360. Then what you want to do is you want to take his arms, you want to bend them inwards, like so. They're on this little rotational hinge right here on the screw. If you don't rotate it around, you can just leave it like it is and then just flip it forward. But then it kind of makes his shoulders look like they're in an awkward position, so you might as well just rotate it around. Do the same on this side, rotate it around. Then you want to take this whole assembly. First off, you want to flip up this black piece up in the front. Then you want to rotate it down, and then tinker with it until you can get it to tab in. Like so. Then with his doors, on Sideswipe, I usually leave them off to the side. On Sunstreaker, I leave them straight down. What I usually do on Red Alert is I usually rotate them a little bit off. So they're not quite fully up to the side and they're not quite fully down. They're kind of at a diagonal angle. And I display them that way just to differentiate them a little bit more than Sideswipe and Sunstreaker. And I never noticed how loose that ball joint was. Anyway. So yeah, you can do whatever you want to with the legs, but that's just, not the legs though, the arms, but that's just what I do with it. Get this guy to straighten out. Like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take this piece and then rotate it around. And you will notice that I did customize this guy. I blacked out the windshield simply because for some reason when you have it, when you have it non-customized, you can't see this whole section right here in vehicle mode, and I just for some reason could not stand that. I also painted his head red. His head comes black just like the original G1 toy, but as many people point out, Red Alert in the cartoon did have a red head, so I gave him a red head. head. The head's not an exact match to his head in the animated cartoon, but it's close enough, so it works. That's about it for customizations on this guy. Also, I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but I did cut out a little piece right here, just because it was banging up against his forehead and chipping the paint when I was transforming him, so I had to get rid of it. Anyway, we'll give him his gun. You can also, I don't know if I can hold on to it. You can also, if you want, attach the gun as a shoulder launcher, just like on either Sideswipe or Sunstreaker. And then you have Red Alert in robot mode. Not a whole lot to say about him that I haven't said about the other mold recipients, Sideswipe and Sunstreaker. The quality control is a little bit less than on Sideswipe and Sunstreaker. For instance, when I got him, this knee was actually put on backwards, so his knee would rotate like this. So that was a bit of a shame, but it was very easy to fix. All I did was take out the screw and then just rotated the knee around so that it would bend the proper way. It does seem like his joints are a lot looser, his head's a lot looser. This actually, before I shot the review, was semi-tight. I'm going to have to tighten that up once I'm done with this review. And also, this knee right here is very loose. I have put some super glue on it, but it is still very loose. Anyway, posability on this guy is exactly the same as the other two mold recipients. He's got a ball jointed head. His shoulders are on ball joints. They also go up and down just due to this hinge. They also rotate in and out if you want. He does have a waist swivel, ball jointed hips. He's also he rotates at the upper bicep, has a double jointed elbow, and his wrists rotate. Like I said, waist swivel, ball jointed hips, they go in and out, back and forth. He bends at the knee, rotates at the knee, and has ball jointed feet. So you can get a lot of nice poses out of this guy, which is nice. For some size comparisons, first off, here he is next to the two other mold recipients, Sideswipe and Sunstreaker. So you can see they all look pretty cool together. You can't tell that they are all based off the same toy, but still they look different enough to me to be cool. Anyway, and also for a standard size comparison, first off, here he's next to Bumblebee, so you can see he's a little bit taller than the average Deluxe, which is nice. And also, you can't have Red Alert without his buddy Inferno. So here he is next to Universe Inferno. So they look really, really cool together. I usually display the two of them together, and I think they look really cool. So overall, I highly recommend this guy. You know, like I said, there are going to be a couple of things that are accurate to the cartoon. If that doesn't bother you, I don't recommend customizing him because it is a little bit of a pain. But otherwise, I would fully recommend customizing it because it isn't too terribly hard, but it is definitely not for those who are not used to customizing figures. Also, just be aware that this guy is going to be a little bit less high quality than Sideswipe and Sunstreaker just due to how many times the mold has been used. But overall, I highly, highly recommend this guy. You know, G1 cartoon accurate or not, he's still a really, really awesome figure. And also, you gotta have Universe Inferno's buddy, Red Alert. So there you go. I look at Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Red Alert. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.